Welcome to XL Telecom. Today we're going to demonstrate to channel partners how easy it is to set up new services for customers. So from the website we click Client Login and you log into your channel partner account with your username and password. And here's your list of customers on the right hand side, and today we're going to set up a new service for Adelphi Services PLC. So we go into their account and we click Services, and we can see that they currently have one service. So what we're going to do is we're going to click the Add Services wizard and we click Next. They're an existing customer, so we just click Next, and we're going to create today a specialized service. So we're going to click the blank bespoke IVR configuration. First thing we do is choose the kind of telephone number that they want on the service. So we've got numbers for all over the UK. So we have numbers in Leeds, Carlisle, Glasgow, everywhere. But we also have 0800s and we have 0844s and similar. So what we'll do today is we'll use an 0844 number. This is a 5p per minute number. And we'll just use a free one. We can choose any quality here from grade 0, which is free, to grade 4, which is best. And they're just better numbers, more memorable. And you can choose from lots of places, but we'll just choose from the public numbers pool today. So we click search and a list of numbers will come up and we can choose a number. So there's a good number, 0844 409 8525. So all we do is click add and that number's been added. If you wanted more than one, you can click add as many times as you want and the numbers will be added. So multiple numbers, single service, but we'll just keep one so we can remove those. We click Next and we need to name the service. So let's call this Adelphi main number and click Update, which just saves it, and then we click Next. Now here is the charging explained. This is what's called a bespoke service, so it's reasonably expensive to set up because you can do so much with it. For demo purpose, I'm going to show you lots of things. There's a setup charge here for the number of nothing, so that means that we're not charging you for the number, so that's what you pay us here, reseller to client, and we're not charging any rental either, and you're not charging your customer. For the service, for the bespoke IVR, we're charging you £85, you're charging your customer £100, so you're making £15 on the setup. And on the rental, we're charging you £17.50 per month. You're charging your customer £25 a month, which means you're making £7.50 per month. But this bespoke IVR does let you do an awful lot. It's very, very powerful. So we'll go and build some things just so you can see the kinds of things we can do. So we agree to the terms and conditions, click Update, click Create. The service is now created. We click through to Finish. To have a look, we go into Services and here's our bespoke IVR, Adelphi main number. So we'll click Configure. Okay, on the left hand side here, click Configure Me. And here's all the kinds of nodes that we can choose. I won't go through them all today, but we've got nodes that play messages, we've got nodes that make decisions, we've got nodes that talk to people and route calls, we've got nodes that capture information or voice, we've got nodes that talk to databases, and we've got administration nodes. But let's do something fairly simple today. Let's put a message. Let's make a message happen first. So we click Message and we click Save, and a message box has appeared. And we can actually go and choose prompts. So if the customer already has a prompt created, we can upload it, which we can show you in a different video. But let's go and just pick one that we currently have as a default. So let's use the Welcome to XL Telecom message, and if we click this button here, we should be able to hear it, hopefully. We haven't got the sound on perhaps on the computer, but not a problem. So let's save that message. So there's now a Welcome to XL Telecom message there. Okay, and we can also name the node as play welcome message, and click save. If you notice now on the left hand side it says play welcome message. Really, really useful when you're trying to find things you've done. Okay, so once it's played the message, let's have a look at put a time switch in. This tells the service what to do at different times of the day. So that's what it looks like at the moment. Very simple to change. So what we're going to do is we're going to say between 9 and 5, Monday to Friday is green. We are going to take out Saturday, and we're going to take out the red and the blue. You could use one for Saturday, one for Sunday, or you could use them all with different times. But what we're going to do very simply is set up a service that does one thing, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and something else at the weekend. So you end up with green for the week, white for everything else. Okay, and you can see here it's created little paths which are very simple. So if we look at green, green means this is what it will do between 9 and 5. So between 9 and 5 we will put a menu in. Okay, and what a menu does is give you the ability to choose options to do things. So you can put a prompt in your menu. For example, let's just see if we have any menus here. We have a main menu here. So if we choose that as a prompt, we can then choose which options are available. So we'll just have a 3-option menu. Option 1, 2 and 3. We click Save Settings. Left hand side, Updates. So when the customer comes through, they hear the menu prompt and it says press 1, press 2, press 3. So if they press option 1, we could make it play a message. Let's make it play a message and then transfer the call to somebody. So we choose play message and we click choose there. Let's see if we've got anything to transfer, anything to connect to call. Here we go. Please hold while I try and connect you. It's a standard message. So we can click save on there, and then we will simply click the node below that and make it call a number. So we click that, we click save, and very, very simple. We can now just put in a telephone number to call. So when somebody dials the 0844 409 8525 number, they will hear a welcome. The system will then check the time of day, and if it's between 9 and 5, Monday to Friday, it will play this message, and then it will route the caller to this number. So let's send them to 01392 999 777. Okay, and it will ring there for up to 240 seconds. We can change that, but let's just update that. So that's now done. That's now created and works. So if they press option 2, for example, we could do something else. We could check, for example, where they're calling from. This is a very useful feature. So if we click that, okay, and this actually checks their telephone number. So we'll then click this first option here, enter or paste up to 3 simple lists, because it's nice and easy to demonstrate, and it's what most customers have. Red, green and blue. Generally, red is a barred list. So if they don't want to receive calls, let's say from anywhere abroad, they could put 00 in there. Or if they specifically want to give a priority service, for example, to people in Exeter, you'd put in the code for Exeter there, 01392. So when it checks that and it sees 01392, it will go down and do whatever it says on green. So let's do that. We'll leave 01392 there, and let's just bar all calls coming in from London, for example. Okay, so we'll save that. Now we have to deal with these 2 paths here. So for green, calls coming in from Exeter are going to be given a priority service. So we can route them, for example, to a different phone number. So anyone calling from Exeter will be given a priority. Rather than calling the main number there, 777, it'll go through to 778. And if they've been barred from calling, we'll play a message. and the message could say, I'm sorry, you're barred from calling. We do this quite a lot. It's where callers ring in and with nuisance calls and things like that, so they can be barred. Let's see if we've got a barred message anywhere. No, we haven't. But you would just add one in. We'll just add anything in at the moment, just as a little prompt. Okay. So that would now play the "you are barred" prompt, or whatever you want to record. XL Telecom do provide professionally recorded prompts, which you can hear if you dial our main number 08445447777. You'll hear some of those. We can have them in male, female voices, all kinds of dialects, anything you need really, we can provide. Okay, so blue and white aren't being used here because we only put in 2 options in the CLI check, although what I would suggest generally is that white is generally a default option. So I'll just show you how to use the go-to. So if it doesn't match the red and it doesn't match the green, what will happen is it will go down the white, and white is just normal callers. So we're going to choose what's called a go-to node. And a go-to node does exactly that. It jumps from that point to somewhere else in the service. So what we're going to do is we're going to route those callers where there has been a CLI check, okay, to go in and route into the standard play message. So we'll link that into there, click save, and that's now linked. So anybody who's pressed option 2 and isn't green and isn't red will go down the white and go into the standard queue. Okay, so that just leaves us on this very simple service with what to do out of hours. So if you remember here on our time switch, green was in hours and white was out of hours, and the white is down here. So out of hours, we will play a message saying the office is now closed, please call back between 9 and 5 Monday to Friday, and we can just call that play out of hours message. Save it, and there we have a full service. We can if we didn't like little bits of this, let's say for example we wanted to add something in here, so before the menu played we would just click that, we can cut it to the clipboard, and we can then add something else in, and then we can put it back. So for example, if we wanted to add in another play message, or we wanted to put in any kind of bits and pieces, whether we want a separate time switch for something, like, times in a particular day or dates, because we can put dates in. Let's do that. Let's put another time switch in. Okay, so we just click save, and rather than putting the time switch in, which is the weekly plan, we will put a date switch in. And a date switch allows us to actually choose dates. So let's say for example Christmas Day on the 25th of the 12th 2011, which is going to be on red. So that's our only date that something is going to happen. Okay, so the bit we just took out, we are going to paste back in to the white path, okay, because it's all other days. So we click white, and we will just click paste move. So that all that bit of service we built is now there. And on red, okay, so we've got those bits there. Okay, we've got our time switch. If we just click into there, here is our new date switch. So if we pick red, this is Christmas Day, we would simply either play a message, or we can use our go-to node and we can route the calls to the out of hours message. So there's our go-to, and we want to play out of hours message, save settings, and we're done. Hopefully that gives you a small overview into setting up a very, very simple service for your customer. Thank you.